Hi, I'm Noel, psychotherapist. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the second of two videos and two blogs that are about mindfulness techniques. Mindfulness meditation is a very well researched area now that shows global health benefits. So it helps your physical health, mental health, emotional health, relationship health, etc. It's global. Everything will improve. It doesn't take an awful lot of time or special equipment or anything like that. I'm going to run through three techniques. The first two, the breathing and the diffusion technique, were covered in the first video. I'll put a link in this video so you can go back to it. So we're going to look at the final three, which is looking at the practice of expansion or acceptance, and then looking at contact with the present moment, and then looking at spatial awareness. Excuse me, I'm looking at my notes. I don't follow a script here, so I'm present with you, so I'm going to be going like that. So going back to the first one, which was the practice of expansion or acceptance. Acceptance, expansion, same thing. Great thing about mindfulness is it teaches us these techniques which are connected to research around cognitive behavioural therapy about compassionately approaching that which normally we would shy away from. So this expansion technique or acceptance technique is about accepting uncomfortable elements of self or experience. And thereby moving beyond them, understanding that they are what they are, and they don't dominate or control us. So the exercise is to observe, breathe and allow. So in the first bit of it, you just find an uncomfortable sensation or feeling or thought. Maybe it's an anxious thought or an anxious feeling. And you just notice that in your body. You scan your body. What are the physical sensations of that? And you observe it carefully. Where does it originate from? Is it from inside, or is it something that's happening outside? Is it a trigger outside of you? So on. So make as many notes as you can mentally about what that uncomfortable sensation, thought, feeling is. The second step is to use the breathing technique that we did in the first video, to breathe in and around that sensation, to allow breath into it. So using your mind again to focus your breath now onto the uncomfortable thought, sensation, feeling, and all the elements that you've noticed about it, all the elements that you've catalogued about it. And then you just allow the sensation to be there while you breathe with it. And allow it to expand, allow the breath to expand that sensation. It sounds incredibly simple. It is a very simple thing to do, but it's a very powerful technique. And it's the one that's used a lot in sort of mental health work. So that's that bit. The second one is contact with the present moment. Simple exercise on this is go for a walk, literally go for a walk, and try and notice everything you can about the experience of walking. Focus on everything like how your feet are touching, what are they like in the socks and your shoes if you're not wearing shoes, or if you're not wearing socks, what's the air like on your feet, what's the ground underneath, what's the impact on your legs, your knees, your ankles, etc. What's your breathing like? Notice the things around you as well. So you're scanning your physical experience, you're scanning the things around you, what sort of noises are around, what sort of people are around, what environment, are there trees, etc. So again, being really aware of all those things and noticing and just scanning and noting, making a list of them, and then noticing what's going on inside your head. What thoughts are you having? And again, it's just making an inventory of those things. So that's a sort of mindful checklist, if you like, of what is actually happening in me, around me, physically in me, in my mind. So that's mindful walking. And that's the basic technique of becoming present of what's happening here and now and focusing on this, not on future thoughts or past thoughts, but right now, what's happening. And you'll notice quite a lot is usually going on right now, enough to keep your attention anyway. So that's one technique in that. And then this sort of thing called spacious awareness, or the observer self, the witness self. So here's an exercise. If you can get a room with a chair at one end and with enough space to be able to walk away from the chair. So you might go and sit on the chair and think about something difficult that's going to happen if you have an operation, worry, really get into the worry mode about that, the catastrophize about it, see yourself in the wheelchair if the operation doesn't work or whatever, if you're going on a trip, the plane might crash, etc. Really get into that experience of that for a couple of minutes, just time yourself. And then after that couple of minutes, stop doing that and walk away and observe the chair. Now really mentally picture yourself in that chair as that person who's very worried. Look at that, observe yourself doing that. Try and do that mindful exercise of what's going on for that worried person, that worried me in that chair as I'm looking at them, what sort of physical sensations, what thoughts they're having, etc. And then ask yourself this question: which one do I want to be? The person observing that worrying self or the worrying self? And you can choose to be the observer around many things. So that's a new person, a new witness to yourself, an active witness we sometimes call it, that you can create, which again gives you some distance from experience. So those are 3 techniques, along with the other video, give you the sort of major core techniques in mindfulness meditation. Hope that's useful. If you need any more information about this or help in applying it to your life, do contact me. My website is noelmcdermott.net, so my name.net, or give me a call 07506 319 745. 07506 319 745. And just a little affirmation for today. Today I am worth sitting and observing myself and being with myself. Today I am worth sitting with, observing and being with myself. Have a great day. Bye.